Hello everyone. You all of you are very much welcome to the today's guest session. So our guest is yes Ram Prasad sir. He is designated as Material Management in CDF Infracon Private Limited Company. Okay, he is having a experience of 6+ years, and he has worked in National Highway Authority of India as well as in the state highways. Okay, so sir will take the session. Listen to him carefully. If you have any kind of a doubt, you can ask with him. Okay, so hand over to our guest, sir.
Hello. Hello. Hello everyone.
Yes, please start the session, sir.
Okay. Is it audible, sir?
Yes, yes, sir. It is audible.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ram Prasad.
Sir, there is a little disturbance from the background.
Is there no audio, sir?
Your voice is audible, sir. You please carry on.
Okay. Today we will discuss about the concrete mix design. You have this subject, concrete technology. I will share you one thing. Okay. Let's discuss about the concrete technology. There is concrete which we have defined as a grades from M10 to M50 and higher grades also. Let's see one model of M30 grade, how it was designed. This is the one of the copy that we have submitted to NHAI for the approval of M30 grade. Let's go through this and we will discuss about the detailed testing which involved in this. Does the screen is visible to you or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay. These are the normal properties that we have to start the design stipulations, on which the characteristic compressive strength and its target mean strength. What is the size of nominal size of aggregate that we are using? Or what is the maximum cement content and maximum water cement ratio, and what is the workability? These are the design stipulations that we are designing for any grade of concrete. These stipulations will be changed according to the grade and site of use. And materials. Number one, we got cement, admixture, post aggregate, and fine aggregate. In detail, we will go through this testing regarding the cement, admixture, and post aggregate. Let's see how the design we will submit it here. These are the properties of the post aggregate of 20 mm and 10 mm. The properties like specific gravity, water absorption, aggregate impact value, and flakiness index. And the gradations of 20 and 10 mm. As that of fine aggregate also, specific gravity, water absorption, and its gradations. And this is called as, there is much disturbance in one's audio.
Hello, sir.
There was a disturbance in
Sir,
audio.
can you please mute Ashwin Pawar?
Okay, one.
Please mute him.
आवाज कमी कर दे एवढा छोडा.
Control.
There is so much voice from his side, so if you mute him, then it will be better to listen your voice.
Sir, but where can I control it, sir?
Sir, you go to participants.
Participants, okay.
Yes, there Ashwin Pawar name is there. In that, if you go and go near to him, there will be option to mute.
Oh. Okay, okay.
Okay, sir. Please carry on.
Okay. This is the target mission that we are selected from the. There are two conditions we will design limits. One from as per 10262 and the second one is as per the MORTH. MORTH is nothing but the Ministry of Road Transport and Highways. Whatever the roads in India, we will design as per the MORTH. This has the latest version of MORTH revision. It is started from 2013 onwards, 2015 onwards. Whatever the roads is maybe the national highway project or a state highway project, as well it is an express roads. The each and every road should be designed based on the guidance given in the MORTH. Okay. This is what the design. This part you may see in our 10262 part 2009 also. How the calculation of volume of concrete, volume of cement, water, air mixture, total volume of aggregates. How the batch was formed for 1 cubic meter. How much cement content is containing and water and mixture. And its slums. The workability is measured for as per the site condition. Where we have the RMC plant at one location, and the site may be have a lead of up to 2 hours of journey. We will calculate the concrete as the in hand for 2 hours. We will calculate the sum for 2 hours that the concrete will be in a condition that it should be placed at the concrete in a workable condition. Okay, and these are the cube results. Let's go into details of each and every testing that we conducted in the concrete mix design. Okay. The main part we will go materials required for the concrete mix design. The main ingredients are the cement, water, coarse aggregate, fine aggregate, and air mixture. These are the main ingredients in each and every concrete. In addition to this, we will also use a fly ash and GGBS as an extra ingredient in the replacement of the cement. Okay. Let's go into the testing of the cement. In cement, we will normally conduct the testings of consistency, initial final testing, fineness, soundness, basic gravity. Whatever project highways, we will normally test the cement of properties of normal 1, 2, 3, 4. The first consistency, initial final judgment, fineness, and soundness. Okay. You may have tested the consistency in your laboratory. This is not how the equipment has looked. This is called as the needle for the consistency needle. It is 10 mm dia with 50 centimeter, 50 mm high. Consistency is nothing but the way the paste of cement, the sample of cement which mixes with the water through form a uniform mix with the cement. Normally the consistency may be depends between the 24 to 32% percentage of the cement content we have taken. For this testing, we have to take a cement sample of up to 300 to 400 grams. Whether we have to take 300 or 400. We have to mix the percentage of water from 24 to 24%. Then we have to fix the needle to this apertures, and we have to release the needle in the top. We have to measure the reading from here. When the reading shows between 5 to 7, then it is called as the consistency. Normally, the consistency, we will conduct the test at the room temperature of 27 degrees plus or minus 2 degrees. In cement, there are normally two grades, that is OPC 43 and 53. In state highways, we will normally use as the 43 or 53 grade, whereas 33 grade is normally used for the household purposes. Normally, the consistency of the 43 grade, it really depends upon 28 to 32% of the consistency. This is the normal format that we will use here. Weight of sample that is taken and weight of water added. If we take in the sample of 300 grams, then we will conduct the consistency at normal 28%. That will be water, 28%. That the water will be 84 ml. Then we will release the needle and we will check the reading. If the needle is about 10 ml, then we will add another 1% of water and we will check the reading. The percentage of water at which the needle gives 5 to 7 ml, then it is called as our consistency. Okay. Then initial final setting time. The purchase is same. Then the needle will be changed. The needle is sharp is shown. This is called as the initial setting reading. For this, we have to calculate the water for preparing the mix. As we know the consistency, this is the formula for the weight of water. 0.85 into consistency into 400 divided by 100. Where P is the consistency at which the normal mix has taken, and 400 is the part of cement we have taken. Normally, the initial setting time depends upon the heat of hydration, whereas and lime content. Normally, the initial setting time should not be less than 30 minutes and the final setting time should not more than the 600 minutes. This is because once we have done the design, if the initial setting time of cement is less than 30 minutes, then the concrete will set rapidly. To avoid this problem, we have to conduct the cement testing whether it is working properly or not. Okay, and though the second one, this one is called as the final setting time needle. It will show an impression on the top of the sample that we have made. There is one, we have to prepare only one sample that we have conducted the both the means. Initially, the normal setting time will be around 120 to 130 minutes, whereas the final setting time will be 240 minutes to 300 minutes, depending upon the various grades of the cement. And this is called as fineness test. This is the C of 90 microns. Normally, we will conduct the fineness to calculate the how much residue in that particular cement. For example, we will grade 100 grams of sample. We will sieve on this sieve. Maximum it will pass. The amount of particle retained on the 90 micron sieve is known as the percentage passing is known as the fineness of the cement. And this is cement mortar cube casting. This cement mortar cubes are casted to know the strength of the cement. How it will depends upon the grade of the cement. Whether the grade of cement is 43 grade, it will give the strength of 43 at 28 days. Characteristic compressive strength, as now cubes, it is a cement has also the characteristic compressive strength. But here we will turn the cement mortar cubes by using only sands of zone 1, zone 2, and zone 3 of endure sands. For this, we have to calculate the water content by using this formula, where we are 800 we shows of using the sands of different. We will use zone 1 200 grams sand, zone 2 200, zone 3 200, and similarly 200. By mixing all these materials, we have to prepare the cement mortar mix, and we will use this in this cement mortar vibrator. This is cement mortar vibrator, through which we will cast the cement mortar cubes. The mixing and pasting of the mixer can be done within the 5 minutes from the mixing of water. And the vibration shall be given for 2 minutes for this cement mortar casting. And this shows the casting of cement mortar. Okay. And second part, it is cement is completed, and now we go to the coarse and fine aggregates. Coarse and fine aggregates, we normally see about the gradations, see gravities, impact value, Los Angeles, Magnus elongation, Bergmasters. Let's go through the gradations. Okay. Gradations will be done through each type of material. There will be different types of limits. The limits are mentioned as in IS 383/2016. I will show you the code. This is IS code. Different codes of testing procedures. This is the code to follow for the coarse and fine. As we go for testing, it will be course related to 2386. Then I will also show you that also. Then first we will see how the gradations. This is the limits for the course aggregate. Here we are using a normal grade of 20 mm aggregate, which is our maximum size of aggregate, for which we have given the sieves of 40 mm, 20 mm, 10 and 4.75. We will take the limits from this table of 383, table 7 of 383. Whereas for 10 mm, it will given the sieves of 12.5, 10, 4.75 to 2.36. This is for the coarse aggregate. Whereas for fine aggregate, there will be the sands of 4 zones. Zone 1, Zone 2, Zone 3, Zone 4. Whereas Zone 1 comes to the coarser grade and Zone 4 goes to the finer grade. Normally, we will use Zone 2 as our Zone 2 will be more applicable for the concrete mixes, as it produces a uniform mix of concrete. Whereas in Zone 3, Zone 4, there are the fines which makes the concrete more finer, and we will observe the surface cracking when we use Zone 2 and Zone 4 grade of sands. These are the limits as per 383 for the fine aggregate. These are the seals that we will use for this 10 mm, 4.75, 2.36, 1.18, 600, 350. Let's through this. These are the limits that we have separated. This is the format of which we use in this project. We will arrange the sieves in this format of 40, 20, 10, and 4.75. Consider a material of 10 kg normally. Then we will keep all the sieves like this format. In this sequence, we will arrange the sieves and we will keep the material from the top. We have to calculate the material which retained on each sieve. by sieving it in a circular and clockwise and anti-clockwise and by sieve shaking. And we have, this is the format. Then we have to return the weight of material written on each sieve. Then it is cumulative return. One which will come here, and second one will be cumulative of this and cumulative weight percentage. It will be calculated by the total weight of the material, and percentage costing is nothing but 100 minus 2 to cumulative return. We have, once we will arrange material from the crusher, how is the 20 mm, 10 mm. We have to get the material which will be passing through these limits, which we will changes may be conducted in the crusher to attain this type of materials. Okay. This is where specific gravity and water absorption of material side. In this test, we have to done. We have to first sieve the material with the 6.3 mm sieve. Here, the bucket you are seeing is dia of 6.3 mm mesh. We have to sieve the material through 6.3 to remove the particles which are less than the 6.3, that which we may fall into this container when we will dip this bucket. Once the material is collected from the top of the 6.3, the material will be kept soaking for 24 hours before the test is conducted. After 24 hours of soaking, this bucket is fitted at here, and we will keep the material in this water, through which we will get the weight of SSD material in water. Okay, and then remove this bucket from here, and we will make the material dry with wet cloths, and we have to weight it the material, which is here it is written as W2. It is given as our SSD weight, and the same sample will be indicated as a sample 1 or sample 2, and will be kept in oven for at temperature of 110 degrees for another 24 hours. Then the weight of the material taken will be given as the W3, that is oven red sample. By these calculations, we will get the specific gravities and the water absorption, through which we will conduct the mixed design trials by these results. Okay. And this is a specific gravity, the picnometer method. By this method, we will conduct the specific gravity of reversion and 10 mm. The particle which will be the less size will be conducted in this. The particles which are coarser will be conducted in this method. In this method, it is given like this. While conducting this method, we have to first keep the material of the sand for 24 hours soaking in water, and then we have to conduct this test. Once the material, after soaking for 24 hours, we have to keep the material outside to make the material into SSD condition. Once the material was made into SSD condition, we have to take the cylinder. We have to first weight the material in here, which is given is W1, and we have to take the sample of 1/3 up to 1/3 of this container, and we have to weight it, and 1/3 material with water. And for the calibration of this container, we have to fill this container with totally water up to the knob of this. Then the formula is given here by calculating the volumes and dry material weights. We will calculate the specific gravity and water absorption from here. This is the procedure through which we follow from IS 2386 part 3. There are, for gradation, it will be given in 383/2016. like in the procedure through which how we grade, how we done test the material will be given in the IS methods. I will show you one. These are the different parts of IS 2386 course through which we will see how the procedures. This is a method of testing aggregate, specific gravity density for 2386 part 3. For each and every test, there will be different type of tests which will mention here. With deltarian content like this. This is aggregate impact value. This test is done to know how the aggregate is capable of taking the sudden impact loads. This is how the equipment looks. This is the plunger with a weight of 13.5 to 14 kgs. And where this is the mold in which we have to collect the material. Generally, we will use material of passing 12.5 mm passing and 10 mm return material. We have to take in this bowl and we have to fill this bowl in 3 layers. In each layer, it will be given 25 blows with an tampering rod of 10 mm dia and 10 mm dia. Once it is filled with this, we will have to level it and we have to take the weight of the material we have taken. This is what the weight of the aggregate passing 12.5 and 10 states. Okay, then we have to fill in this outer circular one and it will be given 25 strokes and we will conduct the test. The height of fall from here, from the surface of the aggregate to the bottom edge of this plunger will be 380 mm. We have to give the 15 strokes continuously without any break within a span of 1 minute. Once the test is completed, the material will be removed and it will be sieved through the 2.36 mm sieve. And we have to calculate the weight of passing material from the 2.36 mm sieve. We will get the impact value, the material which have passed the 2.36 divided by total weight of material percentages. And the value that we have obtained is called as the average impact value. And normally these are the limits for the different types of materials that we used in the road projects. GSP, WM, PLC, DBM, PC. Concrete. For normal concrete, it will be 30%, whereas DBM BC, where we used in the flexible payments of bitumen roads, it will be the impact value of 24 and 27. It is called a DLC, means the dry lining concrete, which we have seen the on flexible rigid pavements, normal PQC roads, concrete roads. This DLC will be the base layer for the concrete roads, whereas WM will be the base layer for the DBM and BC layers. GSB is the drainage layer for each and every road, each and every flexible or maybe rigid problem. GSB will be act as the drainage coefficient through which the water from the upper layer will be sent through sides. And this is the elongation, flakiness index gauge, and this is elongation index gauge. And this is how the format looks. To conduct this test, we have to collect the sample of material which is passing 63 mm and 50 mm each sieves. The material should be collected from the retaining sieves of these sieves. And for each test, we have to collect 200 pieces of material which will be retained in each sieve. First, we have to conduct the flakiness test by sending the material through each size of dia, whether it that is mentioned on this sieve. The material which will be passing through this gauge will be kept another side, and the material which will be not passing will be alive. Will be kept on another side. This is called a total weight of material. Will be here, come here, and weight of material passing through thickness gauge. This is called as thickness gauge. Through material which is passing will be weight, and it will be written here. Weight of non-flaking material return. The material which will be retained means the total weight minus which passing will be given as the retained weight. It will be noted here. And the elongation test will be conducted through the material which will be retained on here through each sieve of dia which is mentioned on here. We have to accumulate the total weight from all sieves, and we will get the total weight of A, B, C, D. The flakiness index is nothing but the weight of material passing through thickness gauge divided by total weight. As the elongation index will be weight retained on elongation by total material passes retained on thickness gauge. And this is the limits of the material for the flaky elongation, which will be used for our road projects, for WM, BM, DBM, BC. Okay. These limits were mentioned in mode 5th revision and 10262 for course for concrete mix design. In this road project, we will mainly follow the mode as per the government guidelines. These are normal some side photos of slumps, and this is the beam testing for flexuration. And this is the sieves we are using for the final grade gradations of 4.75 to 0.36. This is the ASTM, and this is the procedure of gradation of final grade. These are photos of the tube casting. Okay, we will go through. These are the tests we will conduct here in our project, and now we will look after the mixed design. For normal mixed design, we have to conduct the first gradations, and we have to done the summary of the gradations. Okay. I will show you one copy of rough copy. This is the gradations we have done. 20 mm. It is the total weight of material. Weight of material written on each sieve. We have to measure it, and we have to write it. This is the cumulative. This is the cumulative weight of this and this. And this is the percentage of cumulative weight. 1344 divided by 18156. And this is the percentage of passing. We will conduct normal 5 to 10 gradations to get the uniformity of the material. These are the samples of different samples. Third sample, fourth sample. The number of samples we will get the uniformity of like 20 mm, 10 mm, and this is for the reverse and gradations. Total weight of sample this is the percentage of material, weight of material which is retained on this sieve. And this will be checked as per the zones we have mentioned in IS 383. Through which zone it will be matching for these sieves. Here we will see the limits for as per the zone 2. For 10 mm sieve it will be 100, it is 100. For 4.75 it will be the limit. Lower limit is 90 and upper limit is 100. The percentage we are passing, we are getting 94. And for the 2.36 it is 75 to 100, it is 80. For 1.18 it is 55 to 90, it will be 65. We have to see in which it will also satisfy the zone 1 also. For zone 1, the limit which will be outside will be eliminated from this. The upper limit is 34, it is 146. From here it will be passing for this. These are the different samples that we have collected, and this is the average of 5 samples of percentage passing. This is the average of 5 samples, through which it is matching for the zone 2. And this is the format of AIV. This is the weight of approximate of material, which is passing 12.5 mm and 10 mm, it is 342. After conducting the test, when we see through the 2.36 mm, this is the weight of material which is retained on the sieve, and this is weight of material which is passed on the sieve. And this is the formula, which means 54 divided by 342. This 15.79. This is what the percentage we will get. When we go to its design, let's take an example how we calculate the mix for the grade. Okay. For M30 grade, it will be the target mean strength will be given as per the mode, it is plus 12. And as per 10262, it will be calculated from the standard deviation. 10262. This is the standard deviation as per 10262. For M30 grade, it will be given as a standard deviation of 5. To calculate the target mean strength, it will be given the formula here. Here. We will go through as per 10262. First, we have to data for the mixed proportion, in which we have given the grade designation, for which grade we are designing, and the type of cement, the maximum nominal size of aggregate. We will do one thing. This is the one method that we have designed same as per the 10262. These are the design stipulations of the mix, in which we will give the details of each and every material that we have used here. The grade designation M30, grade of target mean strength, maximum size of aggregate 20 mm, maximum water cement ratio, which is 0.40, and workability, degree of workability, and exposure conditions as per 456, and different types of properties which are used here. Okay. For this, it is given as a target mean strength of FCK plus 1.65 years. Here FCK means the normal grade of concrete for which we are designing the concrete. In this condition, the FCK will be the 30 as it is the grade of our concrete. 30 plus 1.65 into S, where S is a standard deviation. The value of for M30, the standard deviation is 5. Then we have to calculate it as 30 plus 1.65 into S, which is normally 38.25, which is where we have taken this as 42, which is more than 38.25. In the college, we will design as per the IS course, whereas in normal projects, we will design as per mode. As per mode, the design stipulations will be, the target will be more as per the 10262. I will show you as per, this is called as the mode 5th revision book. It looks like this from outside, in which it gives the details of Ministry of Road Transport and Highways, specification for roads and bridges. These are the normal contents in which it will collect all the information in generals, site clearance, earthwork, normal through how the roads are prepared from this. And these are the sub-bases, bases, non-bituminous, means in which we will conduct about the GSBs, WMM, wet mix macadams. And these are the section of 500 through which it goes through the bituminous contents, DBM, BC, bituminous macadam, bituminous concrete, through which we will go through. And this is concrete payments, which will be related to the PQC designs and drilling concrete designs. There are number of clauses, is up to 32 clauses in this, whereas for concrete it is under section 1700. Structural concrete. Here it will mention how the materials survey and how the grade of concretes, and I will show you how the design target emission will be given in section 1700. This is for the code for section 1700. Here it is given. The standard concrete grades are M15 to M50. Whereas the high performance concrete it will be M50, and the grade which will be higher for that. And this is the character strength of the grade of concrete we will design at 28 days. These are the normal requirements of the aggregate for which cement content and the maximum water cement ratio for different grades of concrete. For M25, it will be the minimum cement content of 340. For M30, it is the minimum cement content of 260 and a maximum water cement ratio of 0.45. And here it is the requirement of the consistency, which means the workability and the slump of the concrete when we will place the concrete at different types of structures. When the structure we will done here, when the PCC, we will done the PCC for M15 grade, when it should be the slump of 25. For RCC structures with reinforcement columns, piers, abutments, then the slump should be of 40 to 50 mm. These are the slumps given at the time of placement of the concrete. for well crops for thickness greater than 300 and jobbers for underwater countries. These are the slums which is given for as per the mode. And I will go. This is the target strength requirement for the design mix. This is the target mission. For each grade, there will be the certain margin. When we design the laboratory, the conditions will be good. In which the condition we will not allow the 10 ml of extra water in this mixed design. Whereas side there will be a condition of excess water and excess admixture. The condition of side will be more different than the condition we were doing the design at level. For this, we will conduct the design with a certain margin of each grade. That when we conduct the same design from at side, we will achieve the minimum strength of that certain mixed design. This is how for M30 grade, it is given as a margin of 12, which will be target minimum strength of 42 at 28 days strength, which is mentioned here, the target minimum strength of 42 as per mode. And the maximum cement content of whichever grade up to M50, it will be the maximum cement of 450 kg per cubic meter, which is also mentioned as per the mode. Here it is the maximum admixtures shall not exceed the 450 kg per cubic meter. The mineral admixture means when we use the fly ash or GGBS for replacement of the cement or to reduce the cement content for the economical mixes. Okay, these are the first design separations, and we have data which we have to go through the material for cement. For which, what are the source of the cement we are using, and what is the brand, and what is the type of cement, whether we are using OPC or PPC, or which other cement we are using, and what grade of the cement, and the specific gravity of the cement. Normally, the specific gravity of the cement is 3.15, and it will be get from the MTC of the cement that is produced from the each company. We will get the MTC for each week of the cement once we will purchase that cement. Normal cement companies will conduct cement testing for each week up to 52 weeks, and we will provide the same result by these are the requirements of the cement, and this is the properties of the admixture that we have used in this mixed design. What is source, and it is the brand of name, and the specific gravity of the admixture, and this is the type of admixture. In this type of admixture, there is a superplasticizer and plasticizer and retarder. By using this admixture, we can reduce the water content up to 20 to 30%, which we will see at the following result. By using this admixture, we can reduce the water content, by which the strength of the concrete will be increasing. And this is the properties of the force aggregate. This is the source of force aggregate from which we will get the material from the pressure. And these are the properties of the force aggregate of 20 mm and 10 mm. This is the specific gravity of 20 mm and specific gravity of 10 mm, water absorption, aggregate impact value, and flakiness. First, we will conduct all the steps and we will summarize the average values, and then we will start the design. And this is the gradation of 20 mm. We will conduct 5 samples, and the percentage of passing will be mentioned here. And this is the average. And this is the limit as per the IS 383. The UV gradation should satisfy these limits once we are using this in the concrete mix. These are the limits. The material is a little bit coarser, but when the fine seal will be more, then it will be from the uniform mix. And this is the gradation limits for the 10 mm. And the average of this. There will be the combined gradation of coarse aggregate. The normally we will consisting of cement, admixture, water, coarse and fine aggregate. In the coarse aggregate, we will use just 2 different types of materials, 20 mm and 10 mm. For this, we have to select the percentage of 20 mm. At what percentage that we are using